I don't know if you guys saw it about a woman from Australia that said she came to Nigeria.
Okay.
Wait, let me talk. Let me finish the gist. So she said she came to Nigeria last year and she caught malaria. And then she had to, when she got back, she could not be treated. And then her legs were amputated. And in my mind, I'm like, that means by now, I'm not supposed to even have any body part at all. No, like it was not funny, but then the comments from Nigerians were like, madam, say the truth, it is not malaria.
So now what if the mosquito bit her on her head?
I don't even know the
It was just her legs.
Just her leg. But then the thing is, I went back and I checked the kind of malaria she said she had. I had to, do a little bit of research on it so that it won't look like we're not being sympathetic enough. And it was actually a severe case of malaria that affects the brain. So, and most times the other part of our body need the brain to function exactly, and so it affected her brain. She almost died according to the story she gave. But the thing is, what actually struck me was that most times as people we just feel like malaria is a normal thing, but then you see that there are people that actually die from this. Even in Nigeria here, there are people that die from but it's just the fact that mosquito just bit her on her leg. It's not as if it was a continuous thing, so just once. So me now, that sometimes I live in the den of mosquitoes, is God not great?
God is great.
How is it?
Talking about mosquitoes, I think mosquito has always been our neighbor since the face
And your 2 legs, and you still
when
have
I
your 2
when I
legs.
even checked
That's
Google,
about my
body parts.
when I was even doing my research and I checked Google, malaria in brackets, I was seeing Nigeria. I was just seeing Nigeria. Like, hey God, Nigeria suffered though.
But Nigeria is not only the African country that has mosquitoes.
No, but I think Nigeria has the highest
Highest case.
Yes, the highest case of malaria, of course.
Malaria has become a part of us.
And according to the research I was doing, they said it's a simple disease that can easily be cured. But this is someone that lost her 2 legs because of malaria. And the thing was just it was the comments from people for me. Trust Nigerians. Nigerians are like, auntie, why are you lying?
Someone said they're always learning about Africans, that they don't know where they should just take it. Africa will be the giant of the nation. So why are they lying about Africans, especially Nigeria?
People now came out with their own, their own opinions that the woman was just trying to make the country look bad. But it might not be true. She might actually be saying the truth. It's just that sometimes, because we have been here for a long time, and then this sickness has been living with us for a long time. Mosquitoes have been here for.
There is no such case here in Nigeria
that we have ever heard that someone lost their legs or their hands because of malaria. It just goes to say that sometimes when you have lived with something for a very long time, the thing becomes part of you.
Wow. So are you saying malaria is not part of
It's not part of me, or maybe it's part of you. Maybe it's part of you people, but it's definitely not part of me. Alright, more gist to be coming to you right after this short break. Just stay tuned.
Yes. It's VO Resort and Event Center. You need some time away from the hustle and bustle of the city to relax, kick back, and have some fun. Time off with family, friends, and that special someone. You have an event and need a beautiful, accommodating space to host your guests? Look no further. VO Resort and Event Center has got your back. With our 1,000-seater hall, restaurant and bar, poolside, gym, tennis courts, golf course, VIP space, kids play courts, alluring bedrooms, and a serene environment to cap it all up, nothing is left uncovered. VO Resort and Event Center is located at kilometer 36 Ishara, Agoiwoye Road, Ishara Remo, Ogun State. Telephone 081-687-09103, 090-416-26640, and 091-374-23830. With VO Resort and Event Center, you've made the right choice.
You're listening to the best radio station on the planet. The radio station you can't live without. This is your radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
View Radio.
View Radio.
View Radio.
View Radio. View Radio FM. We are the best.
Yes, yes, yes. It's VO Resort and Event Center. You need some time away from the hustle and bustle of the city to relax, kick back, and have some fun. Time off with family, friends, and that special someone. You have an event and need a beautiful, accommodating space to host your guests? Look no further. VO Resort and Event Center has got your back. With our 1,000-seater hall, restaurant and bar, poolside, gym, tennis courts, golf course, VIP space, kids play courts, alluring bedrooms, and a serene environment to cap it all up, nothing is left uncovered. VO Resort and Event Center is located at Kilometer 36 Ishara, Agoiwoye Road, Ishara Remo, Ogun State. Telephone 081-687-09103, 090-416-26640, and 091-374-23830. With VO Resort and Event Center, you've made the right choice.
Alright, welcome back to Lunch Hour here on VO Radio FM. So Dami, straight to gist, another gist for the afternoon.
There's this video going viral on social media, the video about the new couple. Like the bride was looking so unhappy. Then about the comments, like the comments made me caught me. Like people are saying, why is she unhappy, or what happened to her, blah blah blah. But to me, I'd be like, she might be going through a lot of things because the bride is pregnant. So maybe it's because she's tired or something.
I want to say something about that video. And let me just be quiet first.
So what do you think about the video?
Did you watch the video?
Yeah, I saw the video.
From what I watched, I don't want to be judgmental, so I really will not come and say I'm attacking men. But why did the man not help her? She was trying to. This woman was.
Is unnecessary.
It's very unnecessary. Okay, in fact, let's even start from there. We know that in receptions, when you want to feed your husband, you know that all those ceremonies now, they say the wife should feed her husband cake, the woman will not kneel down, as if that's how they will be kneeling down in their house. The woman will not kneel down and give the man cake. No issues there. That is if you are okay to. But this woman looked extremely tired.
She's pregnant.
She looked like she was not even in the mood for all that. And the man watched her kneel down. Not only that, he didn't even help her stand up. He did not help her. So, and the expression on his face was like, if you like, even faint, that one is your business. Like, I was just looking at this man like, are you sure you really wanted to, or maybe they forced them to get married? Because even the look on her own face was like, let me just get this thing over with and just.
They're not happy.
So me, I was just like, if you know you are not happy, you don't want to get married to somebody, even if it's on the wedding day. Don't do it on the wedding day.
On the wedding day,
if it's on the wedding day, you can tell the person that, sorry, I'm no longer interested in get.
No.
If I do,
no, don't tell me that.
I can tell you now on the altar.
Day.
And now I'll just say that, sorry, I know we have come a long way, but I don't think I can do this anymore. If someone does that to you, how would you feel?
Don't try
well,
that.
let's first of all talk about what happened. Because they said let anything that happens in Lagos should stay in Lagos.
Okay, fine.
You might not know what happened behind the scenes, you understand? So, and you saying you are going to tell someone on your wedding day that you are not interested in the marriage anymore. For me, I don't think it's
okay.
It's
Okay, quick question. What if probably you have not gathered courage all this while to tell the person that you can't really get married though. I can't get married to you. But then all of a sudden the courage comes on your wedding day and you just feel like, I really have to do this. would you prefer that the person gets married just because okay it's the wedding day? Would you prefer that the person goes ahead just because okay everything? No, that I'm asking. That's what I'm saying. I'm asking.
Before the wedding,
you did not just wake up one day that we are marrying you.
Look, see,
that is not being.
They have been part of the preparation.
I've seen it happen.
Yes, I've seen it.
Yes,
but to me that is wrong.
No, nobody's saying it is right. But the thing is, sometimes we humans, we just feel like I can cope. We keep telling ourselves, and based on the pressure from people, you know very well that you cannot marry this person. No? But then people keep telling you that don't worry, everything will be alright. You know, preparations are already on ground. This is that, and then you just say, okay, don't worry, I'll go ahead with it. But then suddenly, on the day of the wedding, even like when the wedding is already going on, maybe you both have not been joined and all that, something just tells you that you cannot marry this person. You just, all of a sudden, you cannot hold it any longer.
For me, I will always tell you that is not being courageous, because gone are the days when they do an arranged marriage for people. You understand? So if you are matured enough, as long as you are not a minor. You understand what I'm saying? As long as you're not a man, you are above 18, I think you are matured enough to take your own decisions. Okay. So for someone to tell you that force you into getting married to someone, I don't think it's
so let me give you this instance. So this lady and this guy, they are in a relationship, but the guy beats her. As in the guy beats her madly.
Okay.
Every time he beats her. And then she has been managing. Whenever I beat her, he comes back with gifts and then begs like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And you know now women, soft hearts. She agrees. They continue.
Not all women has a soft heart.
I'm just saying. I'm saying like for the sake of the story. So he beats her and then comes back to beg and then she agrees. They were engaged. Okay. Marriage preparations are already, in full swing.
Okay.
Parents of the groom, parents of the bride, they are ready. Now everybody is giving out ashwebi, arranging hall, arranging for caterer, for cake, blah blah blah. A lot of arrangements. And then the lady in her mind wants to call the marriage off, but then the pressure from family and friends. They do not know that this is what is happening to her. So everybody believes that this guy is an angel, and she doesn't want to tell people because everybody knows the kind of emotional trauma they are going through, and some people might not want to share. Yeah. So she's like, oh, she cannot, just call off the marriage just like that. A lot has been done. But then on the day of their traditional marriage, he beats her almost to death. That's like after the marriage, after the traditional, activities, he almost beat her to death. And the next day was the church wedding. So that was the night she made up her mind that I cannot stay. That is the moment she made up her mind that I can no longer stay in this relationship. And then on the day of the wedding, she just says, I'm not doing again. So under such circumstances, would you say that is not being courageous?
Okay, no, that's another that case.
That is the kind of, that's why I gave the example, because sometimes
what we are saying is, it's not like maybe you don't feel like getting married to the person. What we are saying, what me and Anariz is saying is that is wrong. It's very wrong. At least right from the day one, you know that this relationship will not work out. So why are you waiting till the wedding day before the day before?
This same story.
In that same case, this one is different.
This same story that he was beating her, she could as well still say, I know I cannot get married to this person because he's a wife beater. You know that kind of thing.
This one I would say is different. You might be saying you want to get married to her, but she wants to get married to him or something. Then after the traditional wedding, then he beat her or blah 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 or something.
No, he has been beating her before the traditional marriage.
To me, it's being stupid.
Yes, you have the right to beat at an early time.
That's what I'm saying.
Allow family members or friends.
It's very easy to say
pressure.
Okay, fine.
Let me say something. Have you asked yourself why some girls, I didn't say all girls, have you asked yourself why some girls still go into abusive relationships? Have you asked yourself? Some enjoy this thing as long as the money keeps coming.
Yes.
I'm not saying every girl, I'm saying some. Like you rightly mentioned, you said every time he beats her up, he now come with gifts.
With gifts.
Maybe I'm coming.
Okay. That was what he said.
Yes.
Fine.
And maybe he's using this gift to entice her. And you don't have to involve the family members, because the family members you said they were in a relationship. It's not an arranged marriage. Which means they have been dating. You can't tell me that you don't know at least 70% of the behavior of the person you are dating. I'm not saying 100% because a lot of people tend to hide their true colors. But I'm not supporting any man beating anybody. If you have ever raised your hand on a lady that you are not a man, that is the instant you lost. In fact, you totally became a vegetable. If you are beating a man, if you are beating a woman and you are a man, you are a vegetable. It's as simple as that. So for the girl to wait until the night to her wedding or her church wedding, as we already said, for her to speak up or for her to cancel the wedding, it's not being brave.
Yes.
It's not because
what if he did not beat her after the traditional marriage? So she will not cancel the wedding.
He has been beating you since you started the relationship. Beating you to a pulp, using you as his punching bag, using you to do all sorts of boxing practice, and you kept quiet because the gift is still coming. Maybe each time he beats you, you'll be expecting iPhone 12 or iPhone 11 Pro Max. Then you are telling me that you cancel. A lot of people will not forgive you.
Let's leave the gift part, because this story I'm telling you about is a true story, and trust me, she had her money. It was not even basically about the gift. Some men are really manipulative.
We are still saying the same
some
thing.
men
Because
forget about the part of the gift now. And then another thing why I said is you cannot still blame her 100% because the pressure, the entire family looked at this guy like an angel. Don't forget that part. So there was, in fact, if she had come forward to say this, there are some parents that would say, don't worry, we change. Don't worry, we change.
Don't
worry, we change.
They are not the ones going to suffer with you.
Yes, you understand? Live there.
Don't worry, don't change.
It's very easy. You know. It's very
to get one eye one day.
It's very easy to say it when you are not in the position of the. That's why I said it takes bravery. There are some women that are not so courageous because there are some ladies that feel like, oh, I've spent, or there are some ladies that feel like I'm aging. I'm almost 40 and I'm not, and this guy just came. Even if he beats me, let me manage. It takes a whole lot of courage.
There's something I always say in this show. It is only person that is alive that will get married.
Yes. So
don't say I'm aging, I'm 40, I'm 45, I'm 70, I'm 101 years.
And just any man that you come across, you want to get married to. It's very wrong.
That is abusive. That is beating you up.
Now, we're all right. I'm not disputing the fact that it is wrong, but then let us still look at it from the angle of women, that sometimes you might not know what these people are passing through until you are in their own position. You might not know the kind of insult and the backlash that they are receiving just because, oh, you are not married or because you do not have a man. And so some of them feel like, I can, anyone at all that comes, let me just manage.
You rather stay in it.
Nobody is saying it is right. Nobody is saying it is right. What I'm just saying is that it still takes courage to still say I'm working out no matter what. I've not seen marriages where the woman has given birth to children and then she's still saying I will stay in this marriage anyhow it is, because even if it beats me,
you have kids.
You
can stay because
kids are still circumstances. Everything is a circumstance. There are so many circumstances that will make you want to still stay.
But it is, we are talking about relationships here for goodness sake. I'm dating you and
so you are saying, okay, so in other words you are saying that, okay, if it's a marriage that there are children and she can still stay,
even with children you can still walk out of such.
That's why I said it's courage to still walk out. Let's not take out the part of
the difference between he was not like that before you got married.
Yes,
then you got married and have kids, maybe circumstances made him to start beating you up. You might say, okay, because of my kids I can stay, or you might decide, okay, I'm courageous, I will leave. You walk out.
Then what if at least when the guy beat her or something, at least if there is nobody that will believe you, you can record it. At least the bruises will still be there.
That will be
then
scars.
You show people. You go to your parents. So. This guy is beating me. This is what happened. You tell them. You don't let people pressure you. Give you unnecessary pressure.
At least
you
are the one that accepted the relationship.
Yes.
You are still the one that will walk out.
Or he was even the one that introduced the guy to her parents.
There's nobody is going to give you certificate of endurance. Nobody will do it. People are still going to blame you. Why didn't you walk out?
Our fans answer, what we are saying here is don't endure such things.
Don't be in an abusive
then build the courage to speak out no matter what.
If the door is locked, break the door and leave. It's as simple as that.
That's fine. All right, Arinze, do you have any gist for this afternoon?
I have a gist. You girls, you think it is only girls that are abused, that are being abused.
Nobody thinks that.
No, it is more rampant. If you talk about abuse, our abusive
it's more rampant with ladies, but it does not mean that men are not abused.
That's not what I'm saying. But whenever you bring up anything about what do I say, it's abusive relationships or marriages, our mind please the man is beating the wife. But I have something here that says let me get the news, let me get it. Don't worry. Coming down.
We are not calm. Okay. We cannot be calm about such.
A former House of Reps member who represented let me not mention the name.
Okay.
He has said that his wife beat him up. In fact, the pictures are him.
Wow.
His wife beat him up.
This one
okay.
Took.
If you see his eyes, his nose, his
head.
When
you got married to a wrestler.
Understand? So when we talk about abusive relationships, we only think that women are the victims. But some men are going through a lot.
The society we find ourselves make it so difficult for men to speak up when they are being abused.
Yes.
Because unlike women, when women get abused, everybody is angry. Why would they? But then when it comes to a man, the next thing is that your wife beats you. You are not ashamed of yourself. It's not even about. It's because of the kind of response they get, the kind of reaction they get from people when they say when a man says, "Oh, I was abused by a woman," like a man like you were, that kind of. So if you were in that kind of position, you wouldn't want to speak up because you feel like people are going to insult me and I'm going to be stigmatized. Yeah, of course. And people are going to say, "Oh, you're a weak man. Oh, you're this." But then when it comes to the case of women, people are more supportive. Like, yes, we are going to fight for you.
Say women are
weaker vessels. But then it does.
Weaker vessels.
So
I'm not a weaker vessel.
The brave one.
So no, but then we should not also, we should not take away the fact that men can be abused. Men go through a lot. Yes. Exactly. And then if you even look at the rate of suicide, men is more men. Because most times men cannot talk to anybody. You get they take everything and they just bottle it up, because if you speak up as a man, people tend to say, you are weak, you are this, you are that. In fact, the judgment on men is so much. So most times when the whole pressure and frustration, depression becomes too much, they end up taking their life because they don't have anybody. In fact, some men cannot even discuss some kind of things with their wives because even their wife will tell them, you are a man now, sort it out.
Yeah, exactly.
And as a wife, you're supposed to support your husband and be a help to him instead of helping him out. You just say, sort it out, you're a man, that kind of thing.
But my take on it is, no matter what, speak out.
Yeah, exactly.
Speak out.
Don't die in silence.
Don't say no to abusive relationships.
And then, still, as we are saying speak out, we are telling the victims speak out. We should also speak to people in the society that embrace these people when they speak out.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we encourage people to speak out, and then when they speak out, the kind of reaction they get, nobody wants to speak out in that kind of situation. So in as much as we are telling people speak out if you are in any kind of abusive relationship, whether you're a man or a woman, we're also speaking to individuals in the society that we should be more empathetic with these people. We should sympathize with them and embrace them when they speak up. We should not push them away and say, oh, you are this, or go and solve your problem on your own, or go and or mock them. Exactly. We should try to embrace them and try to encourage them and tell them that, oh, you are not alone. That's just the basic thing.
Thank you for the advice on men, on women. Thank you for loving us.
And we love you now.
Okay, I have another gist. This one says new Sultan rejects proposed 14-year-old wife, says she's a minor. The new Sultan of
they gave him wife
in Cameroon, yes.
Okay, they dash him.
Hey, God. That's what we are saying here about an arranged marriage. And I'm glad this Sultan.
And when we're talking about it, we're even saying now we live in a time where arranged marriage is not so, and now we are hearing about arranged marriage again.
When it comes to all these Sultan, all these kings, sometimes it is their tradition.
But then it's a tradition and culture that should be abolished.
Yes, but it has been there for a very long time, so it will take time to abolish it. But why I'm so happy is that the Sultan
he was brave enough.
According to the story,
but at times, can this happen in Nigeria? We have seen a lot of cases where where should we talk about this?
No.
So
No, but I believe that we have good men, we have good kings, and people that would definitely say no, they will stand their ground and say, oh no, I won't accept that.
Advantage of the 14 years.
Yes, exactly.
A lot of people are going to embrace it. They say catch them young. That is their language. Catch them young. But this
at
man
that
was
age,
14.
14. Catch them young.
Can
but
imagine.
This man was sensible enough.
What does she? And you know, at the end of
send the girl to school.
these things, when I hear stories like this, I just wonder that do these people have conscience at all? Because there are lots of things that could happen to that 14-year-old girl.
grandchild.
Someone that is old enough to be.
There are a lot of things that could go wrong. There are a lot of things that could go wrong with that child just because she's underage, and you know, when she's involved in some kind of practices that she should not be involved in. It not only, in fact, physically, mentally, emotionally, there are a lot of things that will be distorted. And I just wonder that these people, if it was your own child, how would you feel? If someone does the same to your own child and then you are doing someone else's child, because
I was very happy when I saw that news. At least for a very long time we are hearing
at least good news. But then it's not in Nigeria, so we do hope that we hear exactly. We are hoping that we would hear, you know, some of these good news.
Is our neighbor, so good things is
okay, so it will flow. It will flow.
You know, they said when God bless your neighbor, just know that God is in the neighborhood.
The way Arinze drops word of wisdom. Say it again. Say it again.
When God bless your neighbor, just be prepared because God is in your neighborhood.
That means jot it down. Jot it down. All right, more gist to be coming to you right after this short break. Do stay tuned.
Yes. It's VO Resort and Event Center. You need some time away from the hustle and bustle of the city to relax, kick back, and have some fun. Time off with family, friends, and that special someone. You have an event and need a beautiful, accommodating space to host your guests? Look no further. VO Resort and Event Center has got your back with our 1,000-seater hall, restaurant and bar, poolside, gym, tennis courts, golf course, VIP space, kids play courts, alluring bedrooms, and a serene environment to cap it all up. Nothing is left uncovered. VO Resort and Event Center is located at kilometer 36 Ishara, Agoiwoye Road, Ishara Remo, Ogun State. Telephone 081-687-09103, 090-416-26640, and 091-374-23830. With VO Resort and Event Center, you've made the right choice.
You're listening to the best radio station on the planet.
The radio station you can't live without. This is your radio. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
View Radio.
View Radio.
View Radio. View Radio.
View Radio FM. We are the best.
Yes. It's VO Resort and Event Center. You need some time away from the hustle and bustle of the city to relax, kick back, and have some fun. Time off with family, friends, and that special someone. You have an event and need a beautiful, accommodating space to host your guests? Look no further. VO Resort and Event Center has got your back with our 1,000-seater hall, restaurant and bar, poolside, gym, tennis courts, golf course, VIP space, kids play courts, alluring bedrooms, and a serene environment to cap it all up. Nothing is left uncovered. VO Resort and Event Center is located at kilometer 36 Ishara, Agoiwoye Road, Ishara Remo, Ogun State. Telephone 081-687-09103, 090-416-26640, and 091-374-23830. With VO Resort and Event Center, you've made the right choice.
welcome back to Launch Hour on View Ultimate FM. Don't forget that you can join us live on Facebook at View Ultimate FM, and you can also follow us on Instagram and YouTube at View Ultimate FM. Okay, so we'll be talking about something that needs to be talked about this period. Very, very, in fact, extremely important. So, Arinze, over to you.
Important. So, we are going to, starting from today anyway, we are going to be doing something extraordinary because we love our fans, we love our listeners, we love our viewers, we love you guys.
True.
So we always want to look out for you. So that is why we are trying to spice up this launch show. Let it not be all about our regular gists. You understand? So we are going to talk about a lot of things. But today, based on the festive period, we have some
season of celebration.
Yeah. We have some advice for you.
Okay.
A lot of things for you guys. We are going to talk about how you are going to manage your money, your income during this.
Your finances.
You have your finance manager.
Please.
When did
December? When did I get that title?
December and start owing in January. Because January
or you start drinking.
January is 2 months in a month.
You said 2 months. I think it's like 6 months.
In a month.
No, it's 2.
It's 2 months in a month. So we are going to advise to take you step to step or gradual steps on how to manage your income so that you will not end up borrowing money.
True.
And having to owe a lot of people and receiving a lot of insult because it is one thing to borrow money.
It's another thing to pay back. Thank you very much.
So now, first thing on my list is for you not to spend too much. Make a list and check it twice. Yes,
please explain.
I will explain. If you make a list, check it twice.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is this: it's easy to get carried away during Christmas.
True.
Buying stuff that you don't need.
You don't need.
Yes, exactly. And when you
buying on impulse.
Yes. When you are going to get the things you need, once you enter there, make sure that you don't buy things that are not
on your list.
On your list.
Arinze, if you want to talk to me directly. Don't pass through the corners. Do not be passive. Speak to me directly.
Okay, it's like you are guilty of that.
I'm telling you, very guilty of impulse buying.
I thought I was even advising our listeners.
So you're advising me as well.
My colleague.
Oh, he can imagine.
Okay, Messi, please don't buy things that are not on your list.
Thank you very much.
Make sure you buy things that you actually need.
I'll try my best.
Okay. Make sure you buy things that you actually need, things that are very important. And second thing on my list is you should buy strategically.
True.
What do I mean by this? To tempt us to spend even more. Or you can buy things. What I mean by buying strategically is this: don't wait for a week to Christmas for you to start buying.
Yeah.
You can start by the second week of Christmas.
True.
Of December to start buying your things. Buy it gradually. Maybe buy things that you need. Buy it gradually. You don't need to rush. Because once you start rushing, you start buying things that you don't actually need. So please, don't do your dirty December. And then, number 13 on my list, very important. Don't even think of borrowing. Don't even think of borrowing money. Don't even try it. Because yes, number one, it should be the first thing I should have said. Don't borrow money. You don't have to spend so much for a day program. For me, Christmas is just
it's a day program. Yes. And it's not even your birthday. It's even Jesus' birthday. Jesus' birthday. Did Jesus tell you to borrow money on his behalf?
I don't know.
I don't understand.
Why borrow money on another person's birthday?
It's our Lord Jesus.
Yes.
So we need to celebrate
it.
Yeah. But you don't have to spend so much. You understand? So don't even think about borrowing money on Christmas Eve.
True.
Please spend wisely.
True.
Once Christmas is over, once 25th and 1st are over, next thing that comes is children's school fees.
Exactly.
NEPA will be at your doorstep.
House rent.
Our landlord will knock at your door.
Bills upon bills.
Clothes, everything. So you don't have to spend so much.
Very
true.
This
dirty December. So I will leave
is the fact that you call it dirty December for me?
I'm going to leave my.
All right, you have said almost everything that our listeners and viewers need to know. But then let me just chip in that do not fall for this buy now and pay later thing this period. you know.
And even they will start doing sales.
Exactly, you know, discounts. Exactly, discounts here and there. And then when you see something that was, you know, probably 50,000 and now it's sales period and you're saying that you don't even need it. You don't even need it at that moment, but just because this thing don't cheap, there's discount, so you just, you know, rush and buy it. That is one of the strategies that these people that sell, business people use to, you know. And then a lot of times, I'm not saying it's wrong, but then if you know you cannot afford it, do not do it. Yeah. So basically, do not fall for this buy now. Someone will tell you, madam, you can buy it now. Okay, you can buy it now. You can pay me later. Do not do it, because by January, that's how you start paying. You start paying bills.
You not even know how many people you are owing.
Exactly.
Someone will just come from somewhere.
You bought that this from me. You
and
like,
then
what?
And then how do they say these things? You cut your coat according to your size or something.
In fact, don't even wear coat, sir. Just go and buy Ankara.
You know they say
buy your Ankara.
Coat is expensive.
You know they say cut your coat according to your size. Well, it simply means that you should not buy what you cannot afford. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So don't feel like, because I want to impress, or because my friend is buying, you know, clothes from Turkey for her kids, so me too, I'm going to buy clothes from
Turkey,
Canada.
So me, I'm going to buy from Canada for my children, just, you know, to meet up. Or I'm going to make, you know, the best hairstyle for my kids. I'm even going to buy, some parents go as far as buying human hair for their children just because it's Christmas. I'm wondering, like, this child is just 7, know. The child does not even know the worth of that 50,000 that you're doing.
You don't even know
why
the
you
difference
buy
between human
the child can even carry scissors and cut the human hair, and you'll be the one crying, not the child, because the child is like, I don't even know what this thing is. So basically, do not, you know, live above your means. And then when it also comes to, you know, this is spirit of giving. People want to give to their families, to their friends. I'm not against giving. In fact, giving is the key to getting more, definitely. But then, in as much as you are giving, even the Bible says that you will give out of the one you have. Yes. You will not go and borrow to give. It's as simple as that. So if you know you cannot afford to give that large amount, so people are making donations in church, it's Christmas, or people are doing this, or your friends are doing this, and you feel like, me too, I want to give my family members this, I want to give my friends this, and then you go and borrow to come and give. How does that even make sense?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't at all, because at the end of the day, the people you gave the gift to, they are not going to help you pay the debt at the end of the day.
Talking about what Macy said, I think we should think differently this year. We should think differently, because the coronavirus pandemic has shown us a lot of things that we should save. We should not spend.
Very true. Very true.
And it is still here. If you think coronavirus is gone, Omicron is here. The thing don't land for Nigeria. And I think very soon, I don't know, the federal government might decide total lockdown of Nigeria, as they have started with the flights. Understand?
True.
So I think we should think differently this year, and we should not spend so much more than we can afford, like Miss rightly said.
Yeah,
very true. And again, there are some things that we need to do. Earn some cash this Christmas. What am I saying? If there are some things we have not used for maybe 2 years or more,
you can auction them out.
Yeah.
Very true.
Get some money.
Very true.
In my family, every Christmas, though we buy things, but we do more of homemade stuff. Maybe my mom knows how to bake, she can bake our cake.
Yeah, instead of paying someone to bake it or buying the cake. Very
Christmas
true.
It's all about coming together and making life easy for everybody.
Yes, of course.
If you can
making life difficult for yourself at the end of the day.
Yeah, even if not puff, if you
bake it.
Eat it with happiness.
Exactly.
It is the lost birthday.
If now white rice, white and stew.
Exactly. If you cannot afford to buy chicken, you can afford to buy beef, cow meat, or goat or fish. Thank you. Anyone you can afford, you know. And then like I just want to emphasize on one very important point you made. A lot of people, when you go, in fact, if you go to the market on Christmas Eve, you would hate yourself.
The rush,
the crowd is so much, and then the hike in prices is something. I'm telling you. So something you bought like last week for 5,000, you can end up buying for 15,000 just because it's great, and you'll be wondering. Even transportation becomes very extremely high. So like what Arinze said, make sure that if you are getting anything, get it now. To avoid spending more, get it now. It's not. It's
and another thing about this Christmas, apart from the spending, please, we love you, our listeners, our viewers, our fans. We love you all. If you don't have any tangible reason of traveling, please don't travel.
Yeah, true.
please stay put.
Because even you said aside from the money, when you even travel, sometimes you even spend more.
You spend more.
True, because when you travel, you just say, okay, I want to go to the village,
your cousins, or blah, blah, blah,
and then you start dashing people. Now before. If they give you 20 naira or 15 naira, 100, it's big money.
Yeah.
But now you cannot be giving people 100
somebody
if you don't have like 1,000. So your life savings, all the money you are managed to save from January to December, just that Christmas and New Year, you have spent everything. My brother and sister, please do not do it. Do not fall for that. Do not fall for that trick.
I remember when we were still in secondary school, we are going to be saving money. From January, we are saving money. Then doing all this, maybe Independence Day, we are going to squander the money that same day.
I like the way you say. I like the way the emphasis you made on this squander.
Then we start after. Then ask me what we're eating. Ice cream.
Very, very funny.
But it's funny, but I think that everyone did that. It is just the fun of it all.
Yeah, but then
as adults,
we have grown now, so please let's not fall for that trick.
Our expenses short.
Yes. Exactly. Dami, any advice?
What I would say, I have to me, when January, we should try and start saving for festive period. Aside maybe January, you have a separate savings. What you want to spend during the Christmas
very
period,
important.
You start saving.
Then I'm sorry to cut you short. Have you heard about miscellaneous expenses that will make you dip your hand inside the savings?
That is where the place of discipline comes in.
You have to discipline
yourself. Exactly.
So that it will very easy for you. Very easier to you can spoil yourself during that. You know that you have been saving
for it. That idea makes sense.
And the idea of going for vacations, and most people like going for vacation during this period. If you know you cannot afford to go to Dubai, I beg, no go. Not because of Mr. A went to Dubai and his family. You too, and
then you are threatened. You are feeling oppressed by the pictures on Instagram, and then you're like,
we have a resort here that is
resort. Yes.
Resort is even more. Yes. You can come here.
It's like a home away from home.
Dubai here.
So
exactly.
You can come. You can look around.
We have steady lights.
What you can afford to do.
Everything.
What you can the vacation you can afford to give to your family. Give it to them. Don't overdo.
No go to pass yourself.
Very true.
When the expenses comes, it is going to be only on you.
Very true.
People are still going to blame you. Why did this person?
Yes.
If you cannot even if you cannot cook in your house, you can go to another person's house and eat.
Yeah, it's Christmas.
Yes. You are.
If I don't have food,
you can carry your spoon in case they will tell
exactly.
You
if I don't have food in my house, I'll just go to Arinze's house. Arinze, have fun.
I'm not cooking, sir.
You will cook, because of me. You will cook.
You come to my house, I will give you cornflakes and milk.
Cornflakes and milk.
I know you like cornflakes. Arinze like to drink oats and milk.
So Dami has already said she will take care of us for Christmas. So we're okay. That is December for us.
Dami's house.
We are very fine. But then, like everybody has said, let's just try and manage our resources very well this December, because December and January is just a matter of how many days. I know the funny part of everything. This whole festive period, it goes as quickly as it comes.
Yeah.
You get I'm telling you. So January 1st, everybody's jubilating, and then on the 3rd, people are thinking of how to go back. People are thinking of how to go back to school, and then your children are looking at you. You are looking at them, and your children are saying, "Mommy, Daddy, school fees." And you're telling them.
You start counting silly.
And you're telling them, "Don't worry, God will provide. God will provide," but you still have to do things with wisdom. And like they say, it's not, I don't really like using that word, but sometimes they say heaven helps those who help themselves. Exactly. So let's be wise. If we are wise, God will definitely help us out. So if you don't walk in wisdom, you're on your own. No? When January comes,
that mood,
apply wisdom.
I'm still emphasizing on that mood. They finish. January comes with
but then if you notice something, most times January is usually very long for people who are not prepared for it.
Yes, exactly.
It is extremely long for people that are not, because
it will be long, because if I did not have food stuff in my house, I would be like, hey, this month
will not finish. This month will not finish.
And the night and the day will be, they know the great finish.
But if you have food stuff in
yes, of course.
Like cash line in your.
And then a lot of times you see that during December, people have a lot of food stuff in their house, but then January everything is finished. You know what my mom used to do when we get all those food stuff like that. She shares it.
That's what my mom.
So she will go and lock some inside the store,
So when
and
January
then
comes,
and hold the key, and then the other ones, that's the one we'll share for people, that's the one we'll still eat in there, so that when January comes we know that we still kept food stuff somewhere. It's not the one that we have shared everything, we have cooked all the rice, we have done. Then January everybody start looking at themselves like this in the house.
When your neighbor is cooking rice, you say they are oppressing you. Are you one oppressing?
And you are the one that is
already
oppressing.
finished your
And you are the
own
one that is
rice.
oppressing yourself. You are trying to.
When you are perceiving the aroma of their stew, you be saying that one self to the show.
So you show
You are
yourself.
the one that oppress yourself.
Very true.
let's
Very,
just apply wisdom.
very important.
I
Let's
think
just.
the coronavirus pandemic has taught us a lot of lessons. Which the only lesson it taught me is to save.
Yes.
True.
Save, continue saving. See, no amount of money that you save will be enough.
Yes.
No amount. Continue saving. Continue doing it, and one day everything will be fine.
Very, very true. Extremely true. Irene, did you have any, last words before we wrap
I
up the
think we
show?
have already said the last word. But all I can say is this: everybody should be careful, celebrate wisely, spend wisely.
Very
Don't
important.
live
And drink
above how much you are earning. Don't say because you are earning 40,000, you are making expenses of 70,000. It doesn't make sense to me or to anyone.
Exactly.
Please let us be careful this Christmas and know the kind of friends we keep. Nigeria is somehow, everybody knows about that one. Please, let's
Exactly.
They
all
are
be
not
careful.
secure. There
They
is
are not
no
secure.
maximum
There is no
security.
Yeah.
Please,
So we
everybody
should be
just
careful.
And please don't walk
keep
at
late
night.
night.
Don't
Yeah,
sleep late
very
night, please.
true.
God bless you.
All right, Dami, any last words?
At least I've said it all.
Why am I saying everything?
Don't-
I didn't say anything all. Why are you say that makes
No,
you said
you
I said it
said-
all.
There is no maximum security.
You have said it
Don't
all.
keep
You have
late
said
night.
you are the man
Don't
of
travel
wisdom.
unnecessarily. So
You have said it all.
So what I would just mean is that let's apply wisdom in anything that we want
Yeah.
to do.
Exactly.
This festive period, let's not be carried away with the festive things,
Excitement.
with excitement, then you overspend, you overdo things. Let's just let's cut our coat
According to our
our
size,
Our
of
size.
course. Very true.
Okay, and they say we should go for Ankara.
Maybe it's cheaper than coat. All right. So before we wrap up, I'll just say that this is the season of sharing love, of spreading love, rather. So in as much as we are trying to, a lot of people are trying to, buy this, buy that, we should not forget that the main aim is to spread love.
Yes.
So no matter what you are doing, no matter what you are buying, make sure you show love to someone. Do not be stingy about it, and do not try to show off. Love is not about showing off. Love is about genuinely showing care, and compassion for people.
Not because you want to
oppress anybody,
Don't
or
go and
because
buy
you want to
70,000
tell
and shoot
people
to go
that
and oppress
yes,
them.
you have
They might
so
not be
much.
seeing you.
Exactly.
Yes.
So just show love. The little you have, there's this child around your neighborhood that doesn't have anything to wear. You
yeah.
have old clothes at home. Your children have
Give it
old
out.
clothes you're not using. Give it out. You have old shoes. Your children have. Give it out.
There's this mentality. I'm sorry. There's this mentality that if you give someone your clothes, they'll use it to do juju or jazz. Please, let's not think about that mentality.
No, I'm very sure. I'm very sure our listeners and viewers, they're not like that.
Yeah.
They are not like that. They are not at all. They are not like that. So let's just spread the love. Smile at someone, give someone the little cash you have, whatever. Just make sure you show love to people, and do have a wonderful day.
Merry Christmas in advance.
Yeah, and happy New Year too.
in advance.
Bye.
Bye. Take